The Iowa Migrant Movement for Justice, alongside two anonymous plaintiffs, have filed a lawsuit against Attorney General Brenna Bird, Polk County Attorney Kimberly Graham, and Clayton County Attorney Zach Herman for the law passed through the legislature this year criminalizing illegal reentry into Iowa. Local 5's Dana Searles breaks down what is all in this lawsuit. Dana.
Well, Stephanie, there has been a lot of discussion surrounding this law ever since it was first introduced. It came with a lot of fear and questions. One side argues that this law is essential because the Biden administration, quote, refuses to enforce immigration laws, while the other side says this is simply violating rights that are stated in the U.S. Constitution.
I think we can all agree that our immigration system needs improvement, but this law is no solution.
A law that has caused fear since day one is now facing pushback. The Iowa Migrant Movement for Justice, alongside two people directly impacted by the law, are arguing in a lawsuit that this law is unjust, citing that it goes against the U.S. Constitution.
It is truly impossible to overstate how terrible this law is, how poorly written it is, how bizarre it is, and how extreme it is.
The first plaintiff, a 68-year-old grandmother who has 5 kids here, grandkids, and has a green card.
She is under great stress and anxiety, not knowing if she's going to be prosecuted under this law.
The second plaintiff is an 18-year-old girl here for school, also with a green card.
And so this is impacting Iowans who are here with green cards, living here lawfully, and who have returned to the United States with federal authorization.
The lawsuit argues that this is a federal jurisdiction, adding multiple police chiefs, including the Des Moines police chief, spoke out saying they don't have any interest in enforcing this. Polk County Attorney Kimberly Graham, who is listed as a defendant in the lawsuit, gave her thoughts on this law for the first time. Graham stated she is a supporter of immigrants and the Latinx community, adding that she shares concerns that law enforcement has about the legislation's enforcement.
The American Civil Liberties Union of Iowa is filing the lawsuit on behalf of the plaintiffs. They say they plan to file a motion for an injunction or a block on the law before it is enforceable starting July 1st. Stephanie?
Dana, thank you. Attorney General Bird released a statement in response to IMMJ's lawsuit. She said in part, quote, "When Biden fails to do his job and secure our border, states have to take matters into their own hands. Iowa stands ready to defend our immigration law that keeps Iowa communities safe." Governor Kim Reynolds also released a statement saying she has a, quote, "responsibility to protect the citizens of Iowa." The Department of Justice filed its own lawsuit against the state today. The DOJ gave Reynolds and Bird a deadline of Tuesday of this week to stop the law from going into effect or to face legal action. It says the state law interferes with federal immigration laws. The DOJ has an ongoing lawsuit with a similar law in Texas.